Hello everyone, my name is Sab. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, but we're going to be touching upon a topic that hits very close to home, and that is about work-life balance. As probably many of you know by now, I'm a second-year medical student here in Canada, and that means most of my time is spent studying. So since the Thanksgiving weekend is coming up this weekend in Canada, I thought it would be a perfect opportunity to vlog and kind of show you what I do to both get as much work done as possible, but also making sure that I take the time to myself and spend it with my friends and family. I think in the past I was on school mode 24/7, so even when I went home after not seeing my friends and family for months, I would spend time just cooped up in my room and studying and trying to get as much work done as possible. I would treat the holidays as a catch-up period for all of the content that I fell behind on in school, and then I'd be going home not to really spend the holidays but to just study some more, and I just don't think that's sustainable, and I don't want you guys to do that as well. So in this vlog, let's find work-life balance together and hopefully catch up on all our schoolwork, but also using this time wisely to spend with our friends and family. All right, let's go. Good morning, gang. It is currently 9:30 a.m. I'm obviously not an early morning riser, but let's get ready for the day. So as you can tell from the background, I am back home in Toronto. In an ideal world, I would totally just be relaxing and using this time to rest and recharge, but unfortunately that is not the case. I have my first midterm in 2 weeks and I am so treacherously behind that I can't afford to not study. I don't want to advocate for toxic productivity when I talk about having to study during your supposed breaks, but just, you know, like, we need to be realistic sometimes and understand that sometimes you're so far behind in your schoolwork that you can't afford to just dilly-dally for 4 days straight when your midterm is coming up. So for today and tomorrow, I'm going to be vlogging my daily life. I'm going to show you how I'm able to still get a lot of work done while spending time with family and going out with friends. I think you are able to balance life both as a person and as a student, and you don't have to compromise one to be the other. But let's do our makeup first. That transition was probably horrible. Okay, so I've gotten ready for the day. I'm just going to change into my outfit. I'm gonna have breakfast, and I have about an hour before we have to leave, so I'm going to try and squeeze a super focused study session at that time. And that brings us to my very first tip, which is about time blocking and planning ahead. So the first tip that I want to talk about is the idea of planning ahead and time blocking. Especially for days when I know that I have a lot planned and I don't have a lot of time to study, it is so crucial that I'm able to plan ahead in advance and time block so I can accommodate both my studying and time designated for myself, my friends, and family. If you know me, you know that I've been using my GCal for years and that I heavily rely on it when it comes to time blocking and organizing meetings, events, and many other things. I know some people do very detailed time blocking from the time that they wake up to getting ready in the morning to when they eat lunch or when they drive home from work. I don't follow that extreme time blocking just because seeing all of that really stresses me out, but especially for the holiday weekends when I know that I want to study, I will plan out chunks of time that are dedicated to studying versus doing everything else. So for example, this weekend, this is what my Google Calendar looked like. You can see that I kind of gave a rough estimate of when I wanted to do certain things, but these time blocks were never set in stone. I allowed myself some flexibility such that, you know, if I wanted to study a bit later or study a bit earlier, I was able to do that. But this is just a really good visual representation of what I had for the day. So when you've got a lot going on, be proactive and plan ahead. Hello guys, hope you're all doing well. So right now we're in an apple orchard, maybe 30 minutes from Toronto, and I just wanted to make sure that this weekend I was doing a lot of really fall activities to really brighten my mood and boost my mental health. So right now, like I said, we're in an apple orchard. We're going to be picking some apples, and I hope that I can make apple pie with it. I used to be a little insane in that even when I was doing activities like this before, I would have my phone out and I would be running Anki at the same time. So I was never really present when it came to activities like this. So I've been trying to be better, making sure that I actually delegate time just to be with my family, be in the present, be in the moment, and just do these kinds of things. So that's what I'm doing now. So let's pick some apples.
Are you sure there's no snake here?
Hey guys, so now I'm currently in the parking lot and I'm about to go into the TTC because I'm meeting up a friend for dinner. So especially for days like this where I have things back to back to back and it's kind of relentless, what I like to do is that in these brief periods in between, you know, hanging out and doing things with friends and family, I do like to study. I know I sound a little bit insane and that I'm one of those people that study 24/7, but I think it's just because of the position I'm in where my midterm is coming up and I'm so horrifically behind, I like to do Anki on my phone. And so I'm going to go into the subway and I'm going to run Anki while I take the hour-long ride downtown. Does look really good. Hi guys, we've unlocked a new character. All of my other videos I've been by myself, and some people have asked me why I have no friends. This is my friend Keisha. Yay! And we are having pastel de nata. Hi guys, it's quite late. It's now 1 in the morning. I showered and I honestly just did nothing in bed for several hours. And you know what? That's okay. Because I think the biggest lesson that I want to impart when it comes to blah 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 work-life balance is a really big shift in mindset. I used to kind of punish myself if it sounds so like masochistic, sadistic, I don't know what the right word is, one of those things. It just sounds so bizarre that I would make myself feel bad if I knew that I didn't study a lot that day, and thus, you know, if I was out with friends and family the whole day and I didn't get to study, what I would do is that I would stay up until like 3-4 in the morning to get some work done. But that's just not healthy, and I think that the sooner you're able to cut yourself some slack and say, you know what, I couldn't get a lot of work done today because I was busy doing this, and that's okay. Let's try again tomorrow. You know, the sooner you're able to have that kind of mindset, the easier it will be for you to find that balance. Our next tip is all about being flexible and prioritizing wherever possible. Even if we followed our first tip and we planned in advance, sometimes things don't go to plan, and you need to be flexible and adaptable and accommodate all the changes that are thrown at you. Maybe you wake up a little later so you miss your time for morning study, or maybe your plans later in the day are delayed or canceled so you're able to cram in a little bit more work. Don't let a change in schedule freak you out or knock you off course. As important as it is to try and time block and have everything in your Google Calendar, don't let that be set in stone. It is almost impossible to try to stick to your schedule right to a T. So just be flexible with the changes and just let whatever happens happen. And let's say if you don't get as much studying done in one day as you expected, that's okay. We're gonna pick it right back up tomorrow. Don't stress yourself out about it. Good morning, lads and lasses. Today we are going to Downey's Pumpkin Farm, which if you don't know is a very popular pumpkin farm, pumpkin patch, where all the Instagram girlies take their photos for fall. And I've never been before, and I'm so excited because I'm going to be driving 2 of my friends there. You met Keisha yesterday, today you're going to unlock a new character, Eden. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's currently 9 in the morning, which to others is like a regular time to wake up, but to me, I might as well be waking up at 4 a.m. So I'm gonna go pick Eden up. We're gonna have a lot of fun, and I'll take you guys along with me. Let's go.
Hey everyone, we're at Downey's today. We're picking pumpkins. Yay!
Pumpkins! I'm gonna cut that out. Say hi, Eden. She is my other friend because I promised I do have friends. And today we are picking a pumpkin at Downey's.
Oh my god, that cow was crazy. Wow. So cute. You're so cute.
Hello everyone, so I just came back from the pumpkin patch and I had a lot of fun. I don't know how I'm going to stitch this all together, but hopefully it comes together as a cohesive vlog, but it's going to be quite the edit. So the next thing that we're going to do is that we're going to run Anki again, and I'm going to try and have a very focused session. Once again, I don't have a lot of time to study, but I'm trying to use whatever hours I have to try and keep up with my work a bit. So let's do that. So the next tip is all about effective studying methods and really prioritizing quality over quantity when it comes to your studies. This idea is true regardless of whether or not you have a busy weekend, but it is especially true when you don't have that much time to study in the first place. In the past, I have found myself studying for hours and hours at a time, but I would be multitasking, I would have a video playing in the background, or I just wouldn't be utilizing very effective study methods. If instead I just had some deep focused study sessions, I could have completed the same amount of work in half the time. And this is so important when I only have 1 to 2 hours at a time to study during this busy weekend. So when you're really crunched on time when it comes to studying, this is the time to bring out the big guns, your active recall, spaced repetition, practice tests, and all of your high yield effective study methods.
Okay.
Hello guys! I have unlocked the next character in the vlog. This is my sister Kat.
Hello.
And we are going to Umomo. It's like a Japanese convenience store. And we are in the new car! Okay, let's go.
I'll put everything. This is turkey. This is stuffed mushrooms. This is fried rice. That is avocado slices. Gravy for the turkey. And this is sushi bake. And this is a pumpkin. Cooked all by me.
Thanks, Mom! I gotta blur out her feet. Hello you guys, happy Sunday. Today is the last day that I'm going to be filming for this vlog, which I'm actually currently editing. This morning I was able to get quite a bit of work done, which I'm very happy about. I just could not be bothered to convince myself to study, so a couple of friends and I had an online call and we did a Pomodoro session, so we were all able to keep each other accountable. Our next tip is the idea of studying with friends and family. So for this, we can think about incorporating both the studying and the social aspects of your life. Chances are, if you're a student and you are studying for something during this holiday break, you also have friends or classmates that are in the same position. So why don't we take advantage of our collective suffering and try studying together in a group? You can create different study groups in a cafe or in a library, or if you're not together physically, consider hosting a Zoom call or a FaceTime call where you do Pomodoro sessions and spend your breaks together. This encourages you to actually do your work if everybody else in the call is doing the work with you, and it allows you to stay connected to your friends and your family while still being able to get a lot of work done. So be creative in the ways that you can study, but also bring in others as necessary. We do have a couple of things planned for today. After I'm done studying, I'm going to be packing up because we're going back to Ottawa today. I'm going out with my sister to buy some more Halloween decorations, and we're going to be decorating the house. Hopefully I'll have time to bake an apple pie, and then we're going to make the 5-hour trek back to school for me. So let's go do that. I kind of like the spiders too.
Look at this one. Giving you a haunting lake.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is nice too. Hello everyone, we are now home from our Halloween shopping, and this is what we have so far. So these are all of the decorations that we've accumulated. We have a bunch of standing ones, some hanging ones, and then more on the table. And now we have, how much time? Not a lot of time to set everything up. So this is us setting up our Halloween decorations for 2023. Yay! Yay! We take Halloween very seriously here.
Yeah.
He's gotta pee.
He's bow-legged.
His neck!
Oh no! Look at that! Look at it!
And the very last tip when it comes to studying during holidays is prioritizing yourself and prioritizing self-care. Even when I'm super busy like I am this weekend, whether it be because of academic or personal responsibilities, I don't let that cut into my me time. This could mean just doing my skincare in the morning, or staying active and going to the gym, or baking, or doing any one of my hobbies. It is so important to not skip out on this self-care when things get really hectic and really busy. With the little time that you have in your day, typically it's our own self-care that we tend to sacrifice first. And sure, maybe you might get a little bit more work done, or you may go to this outing that you wouldn't have otherwise, but in the long term, this really will have negative effects on your mental and your physical health. So if taking care of yourself means that you don't get to study as much, or you don't do XYZ, that's okay. There is no point in stretching yourself thin if you can't take care of yourself first. So even on your busiest, absolutely most ridiculous days, take some time to yourself, take breaks, and do the things that you enjoy.